What did FBI agents remove from former President Trump's Florida home? We share new details after the search warrant was released to the public.
Plus, local law enforcement is working to reduce the number of unwanted guns in our area. How you can help.
And an incredible story of beating the odds after giving birth. How an Illinois woman recovered from a long battle with COVID-19. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us at 5, everyone. After more than a year and more than $1 million spent, the Gableman election investigation is over.
Assembly Speaker Robin Vos fired Gableman today after his handpicked investigator endorsed the speaker's primary opponent. Vos barely won his primary on Tuesday. Political reporter Will Keneally has more from the Capitol on how lawmakers there are reacting to this news. Will?
So it's about what you'd expect. Democrats say that it's too little, too late. Assembly Minority Leader Greta Neubauer says that Assembly Republican leadership needs to, quote, take responsibility for the damage done to our democracy and make clear that the 2020 election was fair and secure. And Republican Senator Kathy Bernier says that it was a good decision to fire Gableman. UW-Madison political expert Mike Wagner says it makes sense for Vos to take that step.
It's not terribly surprising that it happened, given the obvious public break between Speaker Vos and former Justice Gableman in the last few days. The timing is a little interesting. It waits until after, of course, the primary election, where Speaker Vos narrowly won his Republican primary against the Gableman and former President Trump endorsed opponent.
So this all came after conservative members of the Republican Party like Trump and Gableman endorsed Vos's primary challenger. There's actually pressure from the former president in the first place that got Gableman hired. Before Vos fired Gableman, he had criticized the investigator for wading too much into politics. So we'll have to watch closely how this shifts the Republican Party, especially after Trump-backed candidates did well last Tuesday in Wisconsin. Wagner says that Vos's leadership, though, is not necessarily in question. Vos has just been too good of a leader in passing conservative legislation going forward. And for Vos's part, he says that he has the backing of some of his Republican colleagues in his decision to fire Gableman. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you. We're learning new details about why the FBI searched former President Trump's Mar-A-Lago estate earlier this week.
Well, the search warrant was unsealed this afternoon without any objection from Mr. Trump's lawyers. Records show agents were directed to seize items marked as classified or related to national security. They were also told to look for evidence that official records had been altered, destroyed, or concealed. The property receipt shows the FBI retrieved 11 sets of records during Monday's search at Mar-A-Lago, including some labeled top secret. The documents did not include the FBI court filing that convinced a judge to sign off on the search.
The real story will be with the release of the affidavit itself, which is not currently planned to be released. It is filed under seal.
Now, several media organizations, including CBS News, have asked the court to make that affidavit public.
The search of the former president's estate has angered many of his supporters, and that includes an armed man who tried to force his way into an FBI office in Ohio. Ivan Rodriguez shares new details.
Ohio State Police have identified a man suspected of attempting to breach the FBI Cincinnati field office on Thursday as Ricky Schiffer.
The FBI then contacted us, let us know what had occurred and what type of vehicle he had left the scene in.
The Ohio State Highway Patrol says a car chase followed. The suspect finally got off the highway some 45 miles northeast of downtown Cincinnati. Then a standoff ensued, and the suspect, who was wearing body armor and believed to be armed with an AR-15 and nail gun, was killed. The FBI is now digging through social media accounts linked to the suspect. One profile bearing Schiffer's name recently made a, quote, call to arms after the agency searched former President Donald Trump's Florida home this week. Republican lawmakers and the White House expressed their support for the FBI and condemned the violence.
All of our members of this committee are in full support of the men and women who every day work to keep our nation safe at the FBI and the Department of Justice.
When it comes to violence of any kind, we will condemn it, including when it's towards the law enforcement.
Friday, we learned Schiffer had served in the U.S. Navy from 1998 until 2003 as a fire control technician aboard a submarine. I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
FBI Director Christopher Wray issued a statement today saying, quote, unfolded attacks on the integrity of the FBI erode respect for the rule of law and are a grave disservice to the men and women who sacrifice so much to protect others. Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast for the weekend. Here's Gary Canolti.
Well, skies are mostly cloudy. That's held temperatures down today, but the showers have been pretty light when they've been occurring. Let's take a look at live view from the WISC Skycam. A little peak of sunshine out to the west. Otherwise, skies are just cloudy through most of Wisconsin, and that, like I say, has held temperatures down compared to areas of western Iowa where there's been sunshine and temperatures are much warmer. Our showers have been light. They're even weakening as they push toward the south and southeast, mainly for areas west of Madison. 6-hour future track radar shows the showers pretty much ending this evening, although another batch of showers, perhaps a thunderstorm, are possible later on tonight. Temperatures right now, mid-60s in Madison, upper 50s to the north of the Dells, 70 right now in Janesville, but across Dane County, you can see temperatures range from 59 degrees up in the area, the northwestern portion of the county, to the lower to middle 60s across the rest of Dane County. Otherwise, look for temperatures to be in the middle 60s over during the evening hours. Showers will probably come to an end, but we will see more showers, perhaps a thunderstorm later on tonight. I'll tell you where the best chances of those occurring will be in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Safely reducing the number of unwanted guns in our area is what the Dane County Sheriff's Office is hoping to do with a new gun buyback program.
Tahlil Moeddin spoke to those involved and joins us now with the details. Tahlil?
Eric and Susan, these kinds of programs have been happening in communities all across the country for years, but it's a first for the Dane County Sheriff's Office. Tomorrow at the Align Energy Center, the Sheriff's Office will be allowing people to drop off functional unwanted firearms in exchange for gift cards, good for gas or groceries. Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett says the program's focus is not on gun ownership alone, but rather accessibility to firearms that often put people at risk.
I may not personally own a firearm, but if I know where my stepdad keeps his loaded shotgun that's unsecure, I now have access to that, and that now can become a threat to the community.
He also says people turning in guns should either leave them in their car trunks or put them in a case. The event will run from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow, and depending on the weapon, gift cards range from $250 to $10. The sheriff also says they do intend to hold another buyback event so long as funding allows. Tonight at 6, we'll hear from critics who say that money would be better spent elsewhere.
Tahlil, thank you. Traffic delayed on the interstate near Highway 51 this morning after a pickup truck caught fire and then exploded. Take a look at this. Just before 11, fire crews received reports that a truck was smoking after it crashed into the median while driving west on the interstate. About 10 minutes later, you saw the truck catch fire and it exploded. Emergency crews were quickly able to put the fire out. It is unclear, however, though, if anyone was hurt in this incident. Madison police are still working to identify a second suspect in a sexual assault that happened on State Street last month. Today, they released these photos of that suspect. Officers are asking for the public's help in identifying this man. Police say the victim was waiting for a ride share when this man, along with 22-year-old Ivan Smart, who has been arrested, groped the woman. Anyone with information asked to call Crime Stoppers 608-266-6014. Prosecutors charging a Wyoming man with killing a woman and her boyfriend 30 years ago. 52-year-old Tony Haas faces 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide in connection with the stabbing deaths of Tana Togstead and Timothy Mumbrew. This was back in March of 1992. According to the criminal complaint, Togsted's father was involved in a snowmobile accident in 1977 that left Haas's father dead. Haas told detectives on the night the couple died, he got drunk, started thinking about that snowmobile accident. That's when he went to their home and stabbed the couple to death.
Kenosha police have issued more than $4,300 in citations to a man they say distributed more than 500 flyers containing anti-Semitic language around the city. The 56-year-old told police he got the flyers from a white supremacist website. The citations follow an 8-month-long investigation.
We were finding them on windshields of cars. They were distributed in people's front yards and driveways, on the sidewalks.
Police say the case does not fit state or local statutes for a hate crime. The Midwest Anti-Defamation League says there has been a sharp uptick in anti-Semitic acts in the Midwest, particularly in Kenosha.
Senator Tammy Baldwin toured the Sierra space rocket facility in Middleton today. Recognized as one of the world's most innovative companies, Sierra Space delivers tailored aerospace, security, and science solutions to government and commercial customers. The company was recently awarded a $20.2 million contract for continued development of advanced upper stage rocket engines. Senator Baldwin helped secure funding for the project.
We're not just talking about one vehicle or one system or one spacecraft. We're talking about an entire platform that helps people access and operate in space. And really our goal is to focus on how we can use space to generate new products, generate new capabilities that actually come back and benefit humans on Earth.
Work for the project will be performed in Baraboo and is expected to be complete by the end of 2024. The company says Senator Baldwin's support has brought more than 100 new jobs to the city.
New York police are investigating after author Salman Rushdie was attacked today as he was about to deliver a lecture. Witnesses say the man stormed the stage and then punched and stabbed Rushdie several times. The 75-year-old fell to the ground and the suspect was restrained and arrested. A law enforcement official says Rushdie apparently suffered a stab wound to his neck. Rushdie was rushed to a hospital, but his condition is unknown at this time. A motive for the attack is unclear.
Well, what does a weekend forecast hold? Gary has the answer coming up next.
Plus, the CDC is updating its COVID guidelines for the classroom, what your students should know, coming up after the break. And later, a Minnesota doctor has invented a new test that could change the way athletes are diagnosed with concussions. We'll have details on that coming up at 6.
And at Wall Street, the markets closed the week on a strong note. The Dow surging more than 424 points. The Nasdaq jumps 267. S&P 500 gains 73. And we'll be right back.
Save big on throwback sale at Wisconsin's #1 mattress retailer, Ashley. Get an Ashley Sleep Twin mattress starting at $169. Save $1,000 instantly on Serta Cozy Escape Sleeper Pillow Top. Guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less on in-stock mattresses. Shop now at Ashley.
At TSR, we transform your old, beat-up concrete into a beautiful, durable surface in one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings. We specialize in garages, patios, pool decks, basements, and more. We don't just coat over your old concrete. We start by grinding it down, then we apply the base coat and chip and seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. Our coatings are beautiful, durable, ridiculously easy to clean, and are backed by our exclusive lifetime warranty. Our in-house team is ready to answer any questions that you have before and after the install. And right now on all projects, we're offering 15% off. Call the number shown below or visit our website for your new floor today.
Everything here is American made. But it's tough competing with China. And Ron Johnson's making it tougher. Johnson pushed for special tax breaks for outsourcing corporations.
But voted against tariffs and sanctions on China's unfair trade practices.
And when Johnson's big corporate PAC donor announced plans to create jobs outside Wisconsin, he defended them.
It's not like we don't have enough jobs here in Wisconsin. The biggest problem.
Senator Johnson, stop making it tougher on us.
I'm gonna miss you. At Prudential, we can't tell you when your kids will finally go out on their own. But we can at least make sure that when they do, you're ready. That's why millions rely on us for the rock-solid strength that helps you plan for and achieve your retirement dreams. Whichever road you take, who's your rock?
Wisconsin Save Big on Throwback Sale happening now at Ashley. Save up to 58% off doorbusters while they last. Plus special financing for 5 years. Shop now to see our lowest prices in store at Ashley.
Opening opportunities for young adults with disabilities, Project Search has eased the transition of entering the workforce. We share the program's success. And geared to decrease gun violence, the buyback program begins tomorrow. We ask why some criticize the event. That's tonight at 6.
Teachers always spend a lot out of pocket of their own money.
It's a recent trend for teachers getting ready for back to school, creating their own Amazon wish lists. One local teacher shares her classroom wish list and why it's important for her students. Eye on Education, Monday at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
New guidelines for a new school year. The CDC announcing updated COVID protocols. Chris Wynn breaks down what this means for students returning to the classroom.
After more than 2 years of disruptions at schools across the country due to COVID-19, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention issuing promising new guidance just as students get back to class.
We should look forward to a very different school year. We should look forward to a school year where every child is in school, in person, full-time for the whole year.
Among the biggest changes, the CDC removing its test-to-stay policy, meaning kids who are close contacts of someone testing positive for COVID-19 won't have to take regular tests and test negative to remain in class. Also gone, social distancing recommendations like keeping classes separate and people 6 feet apart.
It is much more possible now to live life, to do the things that matter to all of us, because we have the tools we need to do them, and we can do them safely.
Students and staff also no longer need to quarantine if exposed to COVID-19. The CDC recommends wearing a mask for 10 days and testing on day 5 after exposure. The new guidance set to be implemented in New York City schools, the nation's largest school district.
We're going to continue to do the things we believe is going to keep New Yorkers safe.
This as a new Pediatrics Journal study shows nearly 30% of kids hospitalized for COVID-19 or a COVID-related condition called multi-symptom inflammatory syndrome in children had symptoms for at least 2 months after diagnosis, including fatigue, shortness of breath, and coughing. In Washington, I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
The CDC guidance for anyone testing positive for COVID remains in place. The agency recommends staying home for 5 days and wearing a mask through day 10.
The close of the summer travel rush and falling fuel prices is having a positive impact on airfares. According to travel site Hopper, the price of the average airline ticket dropped almost 8% in July to $311. Right now, round-trip domestic tickets for September and October will cost travelers on average just $238. That's down roughly 37% from May, but they expect prices to again top $300 by November and rise steadily as people book for the holidays. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joins us with your forecast. Gary?
It's been a cloudy day today, and there have been some showers, but the showers have been pretty light. And mainly areas west of Madison have seen the most. They're dropping almost due south right now across the western portion of the state. I just checked our rain gauge, and we picked up 3/100ths of an inch of rain. So this is one of those, area situations where everybody sees some rain, but most of it is pretty light. Once these showers drop on through, I think we'll see dry weather for the rest of the evening. To the north, we're going to watch some showers and thunderstorms just starting to develop across the arrowhead of Minnesota into parts of northwestern Wisconsin. These will also drop to the south and affect mainly areas north and east of Madison later on tonight. In fact, 6-hour future track radar shows the showers in southern Wisconsin diminishing while the ones up to the north become a little more prevalent and start moving in a southeasterly direction. So again, I think the better chances will be after midnight, and this will favor areas north and east of Madison. And you can see this on future track precipitation. There could be some areas that pick up an inch or maybe more across far northeastern Wisconsin. But you can see as you head to the south and west, the amounts of rain drop off significantly. These are mainly from the showers that are moving through now. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm in some spot across the rest of southwestern Wisconsin, but areas north and east of Madison will probably see the better chances for rain, but even that shouldn't be too heavy. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Lots of clouds overnight and some showers, again, especially northeast of Madison, maybe even a thunderstorm. Tomorrow will be a little milder. High temperatures will be in the upper 70s with a few more breaks in the clouds and a little less in the way of rain chances, but still can't rule out a shower or thunderstorm. And then we'll see dry weather from Sunday through Wednesday with high temperatures in the middle to the upper 70s. As we look at the high temperatures, though, over the next 10 days, average high temperature is right around 80, and our temperature is just below that. This is comfortable for August. I don't think anybody's really going to complain about that. But the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center calls for a return of above normal temperatures to the northern part of the country and a cooler than normal spell for the southern part of the country, which is actually good news for them. They'll also see better chances for rainfall. We'll see a couple of persistent low pressure systems just kind of traverse the southern part of the country, and that will keep the higher rain chances to our south and actually start drying out our part of the Midwest, especially as we go beyond next weekend. So for tonight, look for cloudy skies. It'll be milder showers, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm, low at 63. And tomorrow, variable cloudiness and breezy, some showers or thunderstorms in a few spots, high temperature at 79. On future track, you can see the showers ending for a time this evening. Temperatures holding nearly steady in the lower 60s. Then as we go beyond midnight, here comes the next batch of showers and thunderstorms, mainly up, say, toward Dodge County, Columbia County. Better chances for rain there. Maybe a shower or thunderstorm in a couple of spots during the day on Saturday. But notice those temperatures at least getting back up into the upper 70s with a few breaks in the clouds. Rainfall amounts, again, favor areas north and east of Madison, south and west of town. Just some very spotty precipitation if it occurs at all. 7 to 10 day forecast, though. Dry weather expected from Sunday through Wednesday with highs in the mid to upper 70s. And then we'll see some rain chances the second part of next week, although most of the time it'll be at a 1 in 3 chance. Probably the best chances for rain will be on Friday. High temperatures, though, will be in the mid to the upper 70s. As we take a look at first warn traffic right now, the Beltline has been looking pretty good. Here's the live view of the Beltline at Stoughton Road. Traffic is generally pretty light. The pavement is dry from the showers that came through earlier. Not seeing any problems on the Beltline or the major highways on the east side of Madison, I-39, 90, 94. Right now, 15-minute trip either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and I-39, 90. Heading out of Madison, it'll take you 24 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-39, 90 southward. Middle to Sauk City on US 12 is a quick 16-minute trip. And downtown to Sun Prairie, East Washington Avenue and US 151 will take you the usual 18 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, thank you, Gary. First Tee hosted a free golf tournament for local kids today. The 9 Healthy Habits Invitational gave dozens of kids the opportunity to enjoy a fun day of golf and the mental and physical health benefits that it provides. The tournament also aimed to teach young golfers important core values like sportsmanship, confidence, respect, and perseverance. Coming up next at 5, an incredible story of beating the odds. We'll share how an Illinois woman recovered from an almost year-long battle with COVID. Her story coming up after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Family-owned Brothers Maine knows choosing appliances for a remodel or new build can be exciting and overwhelming. Our experienced staff has experienced it all as we've guided thousands of area families through appliance selection. Brothers Maine has a larger inventory and low-price deals that consistently beat competitors, including Big Box. You heard me, Big Box can't beat our prices. From sales to install, Brothers Maine does it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Update your home's exterior and save 11% off everything at Menards. Heavy-duty Timbercrest Plus vinyl siding comes with a 50-year fade warranty, and it's available in 8 trendy, deep dark color options. All Timbercrest vinyl siding is 11% off. Accent your new siding with Novik Stack Stone panel accents. It replicates the look of Stack Stone masonry at a fraction of the cost. Get 11% off all Novik siding panels now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Out here, we know a thing or two about beef. Hy-Vee knows beef too. Only 6 out of 100 cattle are even good enough to bear the Hy-Vee brand. Only 6 out of 100. Quality like that is hard to find. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
Surgenian's 92-year history means you pay $92 for installation no matter how many rooms you carpet. Get carpet and pad in your old carpet removed and recycled. Our competitors can't match it. Ask about 18-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
New Astapro Allergy, now available without a prescription. Astapro is the first and only 24-hour storage-free spray. While other allergy sprays take hours, Astapro starts working in 30 minutes. So you can Astapro and go.
I love this state.
Knock on any door in any county, and you'll find good-hearted, hard-working folks. People whose businesses are proudly helped as Lieutenant Governor. Hard work needs to be respected again, with fair wages and opportunities to get ahead. That's how my parents opened doors for me. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked third shift. I'm not one of these millionaires. I work just as hard for you as you work for your family. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado pickups. Plus, get 2.89% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Now to the incredible story of a Rockford, Illinois woman. 28-year-old Darlene Johnson beat all odds of survival after an unbelievable 10-month health journey.
Johnson contracted COVID last fall while she was 37 weeks pregnant. Her case became so severe, doctors needed to perform a C-section to save her child. Baby Hazel was born healthy in mid-September, but soon after, Johnson's health deteriorated. She was transferred to the ICU at the UW Health Swedish American Hospital in Illinois, where she was placed on a ventilator.
Over the next few weeks, her lungs collapsed. Johnson was transferred to UW Hospital here in Madison while she awaited a lung transplant. 4 months later, in March, Darlene finally received her transplant on July 13th, 302 days after she was first admitted. Johnson left the hospital and was able to return home.
From almost dying to, finally making it home. It was just such a special time, and my husband and I, walked out of the hospital together, and that was just one of the most special things, was being able to actually stand up and walk out of the hospital, because no one thought that was going to happen. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Johnson says she's also grateful to the donor and their family for making the decision to give part of themselves to her. She says without them, she wouldn't be here today. Great story. Now get to know that little Hazel. Well, we're back with a final check of your weekend forecast in just a moment. Stay with us.
Save big on throwback sale at Wisconsin's #1 mattress retailer, Ashley. Get an Ashley Sleep Twin mattress starting at $169. Save $1,000 instantly on Serta Cozy Escape Sleeper Pillow Top. Guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less on in-stock mattresses. Shop now at Ashley.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk, so they can actually see how this works. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is wholly words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to get rid of the bags? And
Yeah.
You would Your morning routine.
It absolutely could be a daily thing, but the way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. Apply it underneath your eyes, fine line wrinkles, forehead lines. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
I'm Tim Michaels. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who helped build a great Wisconsin company and created thousands of jobs. Tony Evers, Joe Biden, they're two peas in a pod. Both career politicians and way over their head, failing the country and the state of Wisconsin. That's why I'm running. We need to have strong, proven executive leadership in Madison that can get things done and make this state as great as it can be.
Wisconsin Save Big on Throwback Sale happening now at Ashley. Save up to 58% off doorbusters while they last, plus special financing for 5 years. Shop now to see our lowest prices in store at Ashley.
There's high-resolution Doppler radar. The showers continue to weaken as they push almost due south into northwestern Illinois and eastern Iowa. 6-hour future track radar doesn't show much this evening. Could see a shower or thunderstorm, especially north and east of Madison later on tonight. Temperatures, though, are cool. Low to mid-60s in Dane County.
All right. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.